Okay. Thank you, Rasikaben. Thank you. So let's start with the important thing about the Vishuddhi Chakra. One, it is connected to the thyroid gland, which not only secretes thyroxine, but also there is another part of the thyroid gland, which is the parathyroid gland. This thyroid gland is like a butterfly, but at the same time, it is covered with something, with a tissue behind, and the back side of it is the parathyroid. Generally, we pay attention to this part only, but inside there is a covering to it in the back, which is connected to the calcium absorption in the body. If you notice, whenever there is calcium depleting in your body, you have to do a blood test and it will show how much. Yes. Yeah, can you hear me now? Why is this happening? Oh, okay, okay. So now you can hear me? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. So, generally people only connect to the thyroid gland, but they do not understand there is a parathyroid gland. Now, let me explain to you the word para. I am not connecting any dots with any religion. For me, words have a meaning. For example, parachute, something that you take from up. So parachute, isn't it? So paranoid, or we say anything para means something which is in the air or elevated or above, beyond sometimes. Similarly, we call Parashakti is also the power which is unfathomable, which is beyond your imagination. That is Parashakti. Similarly, you have the parathyroid gland, which is connected to the calcium which the blood absorbs in your body. Now, what happens to this parathyroid? Because it is a very hyper kind of activity, and sometimes it goes imbalanced just because you are stressed or you have any kind of anxiety, because this is a very delicate muscle, the thyroid gland. An imbalance is created. Generally, it secretes those calcites which is required for the blood to absorb. This gland prepares, the secretion of this gland prepares the receptors in the blood to absorb the calcium. From where does the calcium come? It comes from the bones, the solid bones which have stored the calcium, and slowly that calcium is taken. But what happens in the process is, you have to understand, bone is the earth chakra, the root chakra which we connected. Sometimes this functions because of the thyroid becoming hypo or hyper. The functions they go bad sometimes. The wiring goes bad, because of which the secretion becomes abnormal, because of which the calcium content in your blood will go up, down, and affect your whole skeletal system. So because of which you can have a problem with your root chakra. So there are a lot of people, when they have a problem with the root chakra, you will see they have a problem with the thyroid gland. People having a problem with the thyroid gland suddenly develop osteoporosis. That is also because of an abnormal thyroid gland. One more thing you have to remember about this gland is, this gland controls your adrenaline, the feel-good factor hormone. The feel-good hormone inside the body, adrenaline, is controlled by your thyroid secretion. But because if in any case, like these muscles become loose, or if you are not very active, you are not taking good care of yourself, somehow if you get thyroid issues, you will notice the feel-good factor depletes in the body, because of which you will go through a lot of mood swings, and that can really affect your health. Sometimes in hypothyroidism, people become so sloppy that they also start developing swelling in the body, and they start becoming obese. And in hyperthyroidism, you notice there are people who start aging faster, and they have protruding eyes. Their eyes start looking dangerous because the eyeballs start protruding. All these things which are affecting here are affecting your major endocrine system. Blood is the work of the blood. Blood is connected to which chakra? Swa Adhishthana chakra, the one which is connected to your senses. right? So the moment the blood has to take all that from the thyroid gland, the calcium has to be managed through the thyroid gland. The blood is doing all the functions of reaching out from one place to another. To reach out, what do you need? Space. Remember, space. If there is no space, how will you reach out? Like I told you, no space, no movement. Your body survives on prana. Prana means the vital life force which is flowing through your body. And now even science has observed that in all your nerves, there is a lot of prana flowing all the time in your body, and it does different functions for your body. There are different kind of pranas inside of your body. There are different kind of, it's called vayus also, samana vayu, apana vayu. There are different vayus in the body and they do different functions. There are two kind of simultaneous functions going on inside the body. Am I audible, Rasika Ben? Yeah? There are two simultaneous functions always going on in the body. One is constructive, one is destructive. All the time. There is one vayu which will always destroy everything. Even in the bones, there is one system which will eat up your bones. That is why otherwise when you develop bones in the mother's womb, the bones, it's just like a rock. But there is a system of a vayu which starts eating up the same bones and gives it those kind of shapes and structures which fit properly into the skeletal system naturally, which is an amazing software of the divine. So when you see all the prana which has to flow into your body, it is flowing through the space inside the body, through the 72,000 nadis inside your body. That is why Vishuddhi chakra is, if you see, this is the Raja chakra inside the body. Akash. One, because it is infinity. You are connected to infinity when you are connected to this chakra. True, because it is connected to the truth. Once you understand this, the power of this chakra is really unfathomable. It is para. Para means something beyond. This power makes one very independent. I repeat, when I say independent, let's break the word. Independent. Something which will teach you to depend only on yourself is true independent. The meaning is that. So when we people say independent means, oh, I have all the money, so I'm independent. Oh, I'm on my own, so it's not like this. When you're dependent on the inner energy only, then you are truly independent. Like for example, prana can be absorbed from all the 5 elements that are of your chakras: earth, water, air, fire and ether. All the elements give some kind of prana to the body and the body keeps absorbing the prana. Most of the time we always depend on the physical, on the pranic body, which is Annamaya Kosh. So we always depend on the food. We think this is life force. But there are a lot of people who do sun practices, who do air practices, pranayam. Through pranayam they practice some kind of prana activity, and through that they derive energy. There are a lot of people who don't eat food, but through different elements, through water, through air, they have learned to derive energy and manage the body and reach a very yogic level. We still think that we have to depend on food. Probably if we are not given food, we may even die, because we believe that if we don't have food, we'll die. It's not like this. Every element in your body is giving you prana. But the problem in the body is we have constricted the space each time that we have had tensions, even for a small thing. Oh my God, this person is not come. Why are we 10 minutes late? Oh my God, even me, I have been through this, where in every 5 minutes I am shrinking the body this much, this much, this much. I am constricting the space inside the body. The Vishuddhi chakra inside the whole space body is narrowing down and getting shrunk, because of which life force doesn't flow into your body, not enough. That can also cause fast aging for you. 1. 2, it can make you very moody, very sulky, sometimes very bitter also, because you don't know how to manage your energies. 3, it can also make you very weak at times. And 4, it will never allow you to do anything much, because you'll have just this much energy to live. So you'll never be able to achieve any heights or anything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So you'll not be able to achieve something great with that kind of prana, because the body doesn't allow any space for the prana to flow into each body part. Number of times you may get different kind of disease. For example, you may not realize, but BP is also an outcome of a constricted space. That is why the blood has to push through the system, and that creates a blood pressure inside you, isn't it? All the disease are mostly connected because the thyroid gland doesn't behave itself, or because it starts feeling, why should I do this? This person doesn't support me. I'll not do anything for this person. So it starts, it starts behaving abnormally. Sometimes it even becomes guilty, you see, because this body is made up of cells and you have a subtle emotional body. Then sometimes it feels, oh my God, I'm not doing good to, I'm not secreting enough. So what should I do? It enlarges itself and people get goiter, and you will see their throat start hanging. Their neck will start hanging and there will be a big protrusion here. So they start developing goiter. All these are different facets of the thyroid gland which we may not understand, but they are connected to the space. As soon as you heal yourself, as soon as you connect to the sound and you heal yourself, you notice all this will become balanced. The moment your endocrine system is balanced, your blood, the calcium in the blood will become normal, your blood pressure will become normal, all other kind of things like itchiness in the skin, even hair fall can be related to your thyroid gland. So it's a very powerful space of your body. One time next year we will do only a session on thyroid gland, because it is such a powerful thing that if you understand this, probably you will reverse most of the disease that you have been suffering from till now. Today I'm going to show you certain exercises. Why do I show you exercise? I know people feel, oh, we would just listen and do meditation. Don't do this. You know why I give you a discipline practice and a spiritual practice is because whenever you want to heal yourself, you make sure that you change your pattern of thinking, or you change the pattern of your routine, or you follow one discipline. And if you have a daily schedule which is very powerful and you follow it religiously, your pranic body suddenly starts expanding and it flows properly into every area of the body. There will be space inside your body. The balance in your chakras will allow you to do much more than what you have been doing till now. So it's a very wonderful experience. Don't just do it because it's yoga, because I want to lose weight, or because my thyroid is not okay. Do it because you have to have discipline in your life. Just imagine if there was water everywhere, but if you wouldn't have channelized into farms, into fields, into growing things, or into so many, you can harness the energy of water into so many things, into electricity. So if we wouldn't have harnessed it, we would have never got the best out of water just by drinking. The same water, if you want to do something with it, create something or ice with it, you have to put it in a mold. Once you put it in a mold, that ice can be used in different areas of your life, isn't it? Similarly, when you start with a schedule or a practice, a new kind of practice, religiously follow it. Anything simple. I always tell people, just follow 20 minutes of something. That's enough. But if you start doing something like this, automatically your chakras get aligned and there is space and opening inside the body. Your body understands that you're respecting it, you're supporting its functioning, you are honoring it, the way you're acknowledging it. Just imagine, I always say, if you do not acknowledge something, anything in your life, that will diminish from your life. So if you are not acknowledging the process the body is going through, or the functions that are happening in the body, you will ultimately suffer with disease, because it's a natural outcome. I want you to follow a routine. I have given you so many exercises in this new course. You can pick up what you like out of it, not necessarily what I teach you, all those you have to take. You can pick up few which work for you, that you can follow and put into practice. Because it's a connection today of the calcium, the root chakra and the thyroid and the blood and the thyroid. Today I'm going to teach you exercise where I'm going to teach you how to allow the pranas to flow into your whole body, to space out while you do that. 3, to allow your skeletal system to be integrated so that you become stronger. 4, do it with focused attention so that you achieve your peace of mind, which is most precious in this world. Are we all in it today? Ready? One more important thing I want to tell you is, once we start with this, please switch off your phones. Please don't allow any distractions to come your way. Till the end, stick to this. Listening, talking, breathing is all connected to the space element inside the body, and this can purify all other elements of your body simply. The simplest pranayam done with focused attention and with 100% engagement will change the whole composition of your endocrine system and reboot it. Like how you reboot a phone, you reboot your laptop, exactly like this you will be able to reboot your body. At the same time, it will automatically, when it reboots, it will take away all the excess baggage. It will delete automatically. Sometimes good data is also deleted, doesn't matter, but we'll allow it to delete today. Ready? So we'll stand today first. Those who cannot sit on the floor can do the same exercises on the chair. If possible, I'll give you 2 minutes. Take 2 chairs. Those who have a knee problem, back problem, use 2 chairs and do the exercises on the chair. The rest of you will do it on the floor later on. First, in the standing workout, just stand straight. Very nice. I'll turn this side so that you can see how I operate the Surya Namaskar. Everybody, can you see me, Rasika Ben? I'm visible? Okay. Generally in the Surya Namaskar, don't do it just follow me. Generally in the Surya Namaskar, what we do is we go straight like this. I will tell you that when you're doing it for the chakras and when you're doing it for the pranas, you will just follow me. So we'll go slow. Let's go together. If any, I have taught you the Surya Namaskar on the chair. So those who have a problem, please stick to the chair. First step, coming to the Namaskar Mudra. Step 2, slightly take the hips back. Slightly take the hips back. Slightly. Now tuck your buttocks into your navel like this. Tuck your buttocks into the navel like this. And slowly take your arms back. Inhale and take your arms back. When you do this, your back doesn't feel any strain. You notice your back feels nice and easy. Just breathe inside, open the front of your rib cage. Very nice. Come forward, halfway, knees are slightly bent again and pull the back of the rib cage. Very nice. Surya Namaskar with the bandhas and proper use of the neck muscles will connect your thyroid gland with your root chakra and improve the relationship. Take your palms down and your head down, and now push your buttocks up. Those who have challenges, please do it on the chair like I have taught you earlier. Very nice. Now, being in this position, while you push your buttocks up, you tuck your tummy in, pull all your hip bones inside like the mool bandh, and now extend your neck forward like this. Pull the chin out, pull the heart out, pull the chin out, and breathe. Very nice. Now take the head down. Excellent. Beautiful. Now from here, take your left leg back. Take your left leg back in such a way that your right knee is perfectly above your right ankle. See that your knee doesn't go like this. That's not the right position. And now stay in this position. And now again extend your chin up. Look up. Look up. Breathe. Very nice. Now slowly put both the palms down and take your right leg back. Take your right leg back and come in a plank position. If you have a challenge with your knee, you can rest like this on a pillow. The rest of you stay in the plank and suck your tummy in. Do a mool bun. Yes. And lock your tummy inside. Very nice. Lock the tummy inside. Excellent. Now from here, let's go into Ashtanga. Yes. Here. Ashtanga. Very nice. From here, again do the mool band. Lock your tummy. Lock your genitals tight. Stick them into the floor and pull your chin out. Pull the chin out. Pull the whole chest out. See, if I take my hands off, I'm up there. That kind of a thing. Squeeze your buttocks. Lock them into the floor. Breathe. Breathe, everybody. Very nice. And now, slowly come up. Again in a triangle. Very nice. Come up in the triangle. Push the buttocks to the ceiling. Push the buttocks to the ceiling. Push your heel into the floor. And now push your head into the knees. Excellent. Bring your right leg forward again. Pull out your chest. Pull out your chin out. Breathe. Breathe, everybody. Breathe. Very nice. Bring the left leg forward. Bring the left leg forward. Extend your whole back of the leg. Extend your thighs. The back of your knees. Breathe. Very nice. Now look carefully. Bend the knees slightly. Again, lock the Mooladhara chakra. Lock down there and come back. Keep that locked so that there is no arch in the back and the back doesn't hurt. And breathe inside. Open the rib cage. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Pay attention inside the body. Look inside. What's happening inside? How do you feel when you've done this exercise with integration, with focused attention, with engagement? Very nice. One more Surya Namaskar we will do with the left leg now, before we go into the other easy exercises. Surya Namaskar is one of the best exercises. Out of 84 lakh asanas, 72,000 were chosen to be the best. Out of 72,000, 12 of them were most important, and Surya Namaskar has those 12 steps which are very important, which work for all other asanas. The condition is, if you do them in a very integrated way, focused attention, you should take care of your back, of your knees. Like I told you, those who cannot do it on the floor, do it on the chair religiously. See the difference that it makes. Especially this, when you do this part of the exercise, you notice you tuck this in first, slightly bend the knees and then take it back each time. You notice there is so much of energy flow later on. When you finish, the prana will flow into your whole body. The bandhas are very important. That is why I do a lot of neck work and a lot of mool bandh, so that the energy inside can move. Once you open the locks, it just flows inside. There's a fountain of energy inside. Let's do it with the left leg now. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll do it again. We'll do it. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, let's do it slow, okay? Yeah, and I want you all to do it with the chair is for people. The chair, we did it last couple of times. I've taught on the chair, a few times. So those who cannot go down, you can go on the chair with your support for the shoulder. Okay? So if you want, we can do it. We'll do this one time on the chair so that everybody can learn this properly. So it will not make a difference difference whether we do it on the chair or we do it on, so let's do it on the chair, okay? Now step 1, everybody, tuck your buttocks in, do the mool band, stick your feet into the ground and pull the center of the body up. Pull the center of the body up with the locked buttocks, yes. From here, step 1, exhale. Now inhale, bend the knees a little and inhale, tuck your buttocks tight and inhale and go back, open up the front of your body. Very good, breathe everybody, pay attention, focus inside. Very nice, slowly come forward with slightly bent knees. Those who want to be till here, if you have a back problem, you can stay here. The rest of you can go down. The rest of you go down. Now open the anus lock, open the mool band and push it to the sky, push it to the sky. Pull open your chest like this and look in the front. Pull open the chest like this and look in the front. Yes. Breathe. You will feel the tightness in your root chakra. Now slowly go down again. Now from here you can take your left leg back. Take your left leg back, everybody. If you can, in this Ashwachalana Asana, try to push your heart and chest up and look up. Look up and breathe into the pit of your throat. Breathe into the whole front of the body. Excellent. And now take your right leg back. Take the right leg back and you can be like this, diagonal to the chair. Very nice. Excellent. Now from here you can go down, bend the knees and slowly arch your whole body back. Arch your whole body back. Very nice. Breathe into it. Breathe. Excellent. Come back on your toes and slowly come up. Again, halfway there. Excellent. In a triangular pose. Those who want to take their palms down, you can take them down. Those who want to rest up can stay up. You can even look up now. See, you will feel the whole front of the body opening up. Very nice. Now from here you bring your left leg forward. Bring your left leg forward. Breathe, look up. Pull out your whole upper body. And bring the left leg forward. Very nice. Go down. If you can look up and if you can pull out your whole chest and neck, breathe into it. Breathe. Very nice. Now when you go down, you lock your chin into the chest. Lock your chin into the chest. Release. Exhale, lock your chin into the chest. Release. Inhale. Again, lock your chin into the chest. Open up, release. Slowly bend the knees. Take the buttocks slightly down. Join your palms. And again, pulling the buttocks inside towards the navel. Extend your whole body back. Breathe, breathe, breathe into it. Breathe. And come back. Immediately close your eyes. Focus inside. Breathe fully. If your body is demanding more breath, just breathe fully. Do abundant breathing so that your body can get the best of the prana that you are absorbing in the body. You have created space. Each time you shrink, you open, you shrink, you open, you are creating space inside the body. And there is a rush of energy inside. Just focus inside. Very nice. Let's do it one more time on the chair. This time we are going to do a variation. So if everybody needs a chair, you can take a chair. I'll give you time. You can get into the right position. Very good. Now we are going to add a lot of variation into this because it's a combination of all the chakras. Udyan, let me tell you the terms. Moolband, locking the anus, locking it into the pelvis like this, into the navel. Udyan Band, locking the tummy tight here. And Jalandhar Band is locking the chin into the chest. These are the 3 bandhas which cover all your chakras while you are doing your asanas. So we are going to do a variation now. Join your palms, everybody. Step 1. Excellent. Exhale. Bend your knees slightly. Tuck in your whole buttocks inside. Very nice. Mool band. And open up the front of your body. Inhale. Excellent. Keep those buttocks tight in. Breathe. Very nice. Slightly bend the knees again and come forward. Try to extend the body like this, parallel to the floor. You can take the support of your chair and pull your whole ribcage. Push your buttocks back. The Mool Bandh is still locked. The Mooladhara chakra is still locked. Very nice. Now from here, put both your palms on the chair. Everybody, put both the palms on the chair. Now, you will take your right leg up. Take the right leg up. Release the lock of your anus. Release the lock of your anus. See that you don't turn your body like this. Just take the right leg up. Very nice. Take it higher. Try to push it far behind. Breathe, breathe. Now try to bring the chest out and the neck out like this and look up. Breathe. Exhale. Breathe. Exhale. Very nice. Bend that knee out there. Bend the knee there. And now take the support with the other hand like this and go and hold your ankle, everybody. Hold that toe. Hold that ankle with the opposite hand and pull open your chest. Push that shoulder behind. Open up your neck region. Breathe into it, everybody. Breathe. Keep breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath. Keep breathing in and out. Pull the knee behind so that you will feel the opening in the torso. And release. Come back. Come back. Beautiful. Now, you will do the other leg. Stabilize both your feet into the ground. दोनों पैरों को stable कर दीजिए. And now from here, lock your anus first tight and take the leg up. Now release the anus lock. Release the anus lock. Take that leg up far behind as much as you can. Excellent. Now slowly extend your chest and neck out like this. Extend your neck, your chest out and breathe, breathe, breathe. Don't turn your body. Very nice. Now from here, taking the support of the chair with the opposite hand, you will hold the ankle. Try to hold the ankle and again look up. And again look up. Breathe, breathe. Pull the knee behind. Open up the chest and neck. Release the anus lock. Breathe, breathe. Everybody. And bring it back. And slowly put your head down chair and take your arms down so that you can hold your toes. Those who can go fully down can go down there. Very nice. Stay in this position. Those who are doing it on the chair can rest like this and do this exercise like this. Those who do not want to use the chair can keep the head down. Pushing your right palm into the floor. Twist open the rib cage with the left hand. Twist open the rib cage. Pressing the palm down. Twist open the rib cage and breathe. Breathe, everybody. Breathe. Excellent. Bring it down slowly. Very nice. Now, exhale. Take it up. Once you reach up there, look up, twist the whole rib cage and breathe, 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 everybody. If you feel that keeping the knees straight is a challenge, you can bend your knees a little and do the same exercise. Very good. Come back again. Excellent. One more time. Press the right palm into the floor and twist the left arm. Open this arm. Twist your whole rib cage. Breathe and breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And come back. Very nice. A disciplined practice, a little challenging practice can actually take you there to the heights of your spiritual realization. Breathe, breathe. Action combined with breath, combined with affirmation, combined with focused attention can take you into higher realms, will help you transcend. Very nice. From here, you can again use the chair. Very nice. And from here, take the right leg back. Everybody take the right leg back and down. Those who are still using the chair can keep holding the chair. The rest of you can come up like this. Excellent. And now slowly take your arms up. Breathe, 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 breathe. Bring them back. Bring them back. Very good. Slowly come up. Now bring the right leg forward and take the left leg back. Take the left leg back. Push open your chest, your heart. Pull your chin up and inhale up. Pull open the whole front of your rib cage and breathe into it. Excellent. Bring your palms forward. Very nice. And bring that leg forward again. Come down here again. Now look carefully. Bring your chin into the chest and lock the whole neck region. Lock your whole thyroid gland. Exhale. Release and look up. Inhale. Again, lock your chin into the chest. Exhale. Jalandhar Bandh. Open up. Inhale. Again, lock it. Lock your chin into the chest. Exhale. Open it up. Inhale. And now slowly bend the knees. And you will come up just the way I told you, without straining your back, locking your anus, locking your genitals into a moon bandh, and slowly go back. Inhale, 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 and exhale. Whoa, this is a nice, challenging Surya Namaskar variation. Take a deep breath in, exhale. Very nice. Let's lie down. Please keep your chair with you like this so that you can use it. We are going to do the Setu Bandh Asana variation, okay? So first lie down. You can see me, Nandini Rasika? Okay. First lie down. First exercise that we are going to do is we are going to bring the heels closer to our buttocks and we are going to lift the center of the body up. Okay, got it everybody? That is the basic step Setu Bandh Asana. First, ready everybody? Bring the heels closer to your body. Inhale and push your buttocks up. Push your buttocks up. Now lock both the sides of your buttocks. Lock the anus side. With your hands, push your buttocks up, the locked buttocks, you have to push them up. Breathe, push the knees to the opposite side. Yes, and keep breathing normally. Now you should lock your chin into the chest, hold it, and slowly release the neck first. Release your hands, release the lock of your buttocks, and release the body down. This is the basic step 1 Setu Bandh. Second we are going to do, take your legs up here. Put your legs up here everybody. Very nice. If you feel you want to put a little more, you can do that. I prefer to put only this much, but you can also extend the legs up. Do what is comfortable to your body, okay? Putting the heels up there, again palms on the ground. Lift the center of the body up this time. And again lock your buttocks, lock your hips tight into the navel. Yes, now you do the Udyan Bandh, abdominal lock. Lock your abdomen. abdomen. Exhale more from the mouth. Lock your chin into the chest. Bandhas. All the 3 bandhas are there. Hold the bandhas. Don't breathe inside. You can only exhale or blow it from your mouth. And slowly release your palms. Release the moon. Release the udyan. Release the neck and come down. Just relax. Just allow the navel to fall into the floor. Just allow the back of the navel to fall into the floor. Just allow the back of your chest into the floor. Take a deep breath inside. See the space inside. See the flow of prana. If you have a health issue, allow the prana to flow in that direction, in that part of your body. Am I too fast? You want me to go more slow? Yeah, we can down. Now we are going to do another variation. Everybody, again feet up. This is a beautiful variation. You will also lose weight as an outcome in this because your endocrine system gets balanced in this exercise. You should never forget to exhale more when you're doing the bandhas, because when you exhale more and lock the body, when you will release the lock, there will be a lot of flow of energy inside the body, which will remove all obstacles for the pranic vayu. Ready everybody? Now, step 1, our feet are up. Slowly lock the hips inside like this, lock the anus and then lift it up. Lift it up with your, support it with your hands if you can. Lock your abdomen tight. Exhale, lock the abdomen tight. Lock your chin into the chest. Very nice. Now extend one leg on the chair and extend the other leg in the air like this. Keep the genital lock. Keep the abdominal lock. Keep the neck lock. And breathe. Pull that leg towards you and breathe everybody. Very nice. And down. Bring it down. Very nice. Go down. Go down completely. Release all the locks. Release all the locks. Very nice. Release the back of the navel. Release the navel region. Release your heart, back of your heart. Release the back of your neck. Engage in the practice. Tell yourself, I have decided, made an intention that I will transform my energy. Yes. One more time because we have to do the other leg. Let's go up. Lock your anus tight. Lock the buttocks tight. Lock your abdomen tight. And start lifting the body till you go into a neck lock. Blow it the air out of the mouth. When I say breathe, you only blow out the air from the mouth. Very nice. Straighten the right leg on the chair and slowly lift the left leg up. Yes. Lift it up. Pull it towards you. Press that other leg into the chair. Excellent. Lock the whole body tight for a few seconds and start releasing slowly. Start releasing slowly. Release the buttocks. Release the abdomen. Release the neck. Whoa, release the chest. Wow. Just take few deep breaths inside the body and surrender your whole torso to the floor. Surrender the whole torso to the floor. Just surrender. Take a deep breath inside and tell yourself, I allow myself to heal completely. I allow the relationship of my chakras to improve. I allow all the elements, earth, water, fire, air and space to be purified inside me. Beautiful. Now from here, you're going to pull the chair a little more closer. So put your legs inside like this and pull the chair closer till your hips. Or if you want to go towards your chair, the legs of the chair and your buttocks should be in the same line. Can you see it? the legs. Yes. The legs of the chair and my buttocks are in the same line. So both the legs, thighs are aligned with the chair. Is it okay now? Am I fast? Everybody can see this? Very good. Now you will again hold the legs of the chair and lift the center of the body up. Lift the center, both the feet on the chair, lift the center of the body up. Lift it up. Very nice. Pressing the left leg down, lift the right leg up again. Excellent. Keep breathing. Your neck will automatically get locked. Keep the center of the body up. You can press into that bent leg if you want to lift up more. Very nice. You're allowing all the energy to flow into the upper chakras. Slowly bring that leg down and take the other leg up, up, up. Lift the whole buttock also. Yes. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Everybody breathe. And bring it down. Go closer and rest your buttocks onto the floor. Whoa, rest the buttocks back into the floor. Rest the lower back. Allow the navel to surrender. Just allow the abdomen to relax. Allow the back of your navel to relax. Relax your chest, back of the chest, your neck. Very nice, guys. If you manage to do these exercises, you've managed all your chakras and the energies of the body. All the elements will be covered. So now, little more intricate, little more challenging. I know you can do this. That is why the chair is a very good prop for this. Again, my buttocks are completely with the chair, with the legs of the chair. My thighs are there. And from here, I first lift up. Step 1. Step 2, I take this leg up and bring it out. Like this. Ready? Let's do it with me, with the instructions. Everybody, hold the legs of the chair. Hold the legs of the chair. The buttocks are with here with the legs of the chair. Now from here, slowly lift your buttocks up. Step 1. Push the heels into the seat of the chair. Lift the center of the body up. And slowly take your left leg up. Take the left leg up and bring it out like this. Breathe. Breathe, everybody. Excellent. Very good, dears. I know you can do this. Bring it back. Take the other leg up. Breathe and open that leg. Wow. Very nice. You're opening up those areas of the body which we have kept them locked for ages. Allow those doors to open and slowly bring your buttocks down and rest. Whoa, rest. Just relax. Tell yourself you did good. Tap your thighs, say you did good. Tap your knees, you did good. Tap your buttocks, say you did good. Tap your thighs. Tap your abdomen, you're doing good. Excellent. Very nice. Now let's slowly push this chair. With your legs, you just push the chair. Or if the chair doesn't go behind, you go back. Now we will do a very simple exercise but very effective. Take both your palms beneath your lower back. Just closer to the tailbone so that you have a back support. And slowly bring both the knees into the chest. Bring both the knees into the chest. Everybody is here. Step 1. From here we will make a circle with the knees. 1. With the knees, I am drawing a 0 on the sky. 2. Breathe. With the knees, make a circle. The knees will not be affected in this exercise. In fact, your hips will become free. 4. The movement will become nice, smooth for you. 5. Breathe. 6. Make a 0 with your knees together. 7. One more time. Breathe. And 8. And relax again. Release your arms. Allow the abdomen to fall into the floor. Allow the back to fall into the floor. Take few deep breaths. Take few deep breaths, everybody. Relax your whole body. Tell yourself, I allow myself to engage with my intention. You made an intention before the class. Remember what was your intention. Remember the purpose for which you're doing this practice. Allow your body to heal so that it can support your spiritual realization, your experiences. Very nice. Same way, again take your palms back, bring the knees in. Now we will do a reverse movement of the same. Reverse 0. Yes, anti-clockwise. Go! Everybody use the knees together and make a 0. You will see the hips have to go in and out. The hips will open up in this. Allow the hips to open up and the back of your rib cage. And breathe. 4. Breathe. Draw a big 0 with your knees. 5. Breathe. Excellent. 6. Very nice. 7. Breathe last time. And 8. Release both the knees again, legs again. Rest. Those who want to be in Shavasana, you can rest in Shavasana. We are not finished yet. It's a temporary state. Just relax your abdomen, the back of your navel, your lower back, the back of your knees, the back of your chest. Again connect to your intention. Remember what I said. You're doing this to improve the relationship between the thyroid, between the space and the root chakra, between the Vishuddhi and the root chakra. We are allowing all our chakras which we have learned to align, and we are reinforcing our spiritual practice in such a way that our chakras become activated so that energy flows from all dimensions. Very nice. Now slowly again bend your knees and open your palms, resting your palms on the floor by the side, just like this, shoulder height. Bring your knees into the chest again, lift them up, pull the knees into the chest, and from here take the knees to the left side and your head to the right. Try to bring the knees up to the elbow like this. Try to pull the knees up towards the elbow. If you need, you can pull up with your hands like this. Press with your hands like this. Breathe in the back of the rib cage. Breathe in the oblique muscles in your sides, in your back, in your spine. You can tap it like this and breathe into it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Very nice. Come back. Inhale and go to the other side. Exhale. Pull it out. Tap here. Allow the energy to flow in all these spaces. All those people who have sciatica, back problems, nerve problems, tap it here when you do this so that energy will flow in this direction, and breathe, breathe. One more time. Come back in. One set more. Again, go to the left. Squeeze it there and open up. Tap the whole back. Tap the lower back. Tap the buttocks. Allow the sciatica nerve to relax. Allow the whole back to relax. Very nice. Come back. Excuse me. And to the other side. And to the other side. Breathe and tap. Please tap on this side. In your buttocks, in your spine like this. Tap, tap, tap. Yes, and breathe into it. Breathe. Very nice. Come back to the center. Keep the knees up in the center. And hug your knees in Pavan Mukta Asana. Very good asana for your chakra body from the back side. Yes. Exhale. Please relax your abdomen. Let the navel fall into the floor. Keep lifting your head up into your knees. Only if you don't have a challenge in the neck. The rest of you can only hold the knees up. And only first focus on exhalations. Now from here, you are going to do Kapalbhati in this position. 10 Kapalbhatis. Go. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Just lie down in Shavasana. Just lie down in Shavasana with your eyes closed. Just lie down with your eyes closed. Excellent. Breathe, 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 everybody. Breathing is very important. Excellent. Just relax your whole body. Relax your whole body. And now you are getting ready for meditation. Before you go into meditation, those who want to take a blanket, those who need any kind of pillow or any support, take all that so that you're comfortable and you're not disturbed in your meditation. Before meditation, you will be humming with me in the lying down position. So you can lie down. Tell yourself you will not sleep till my instructions are going on. Tell yourself you will not sleep, because that's very important that you listen what I say. Make yourself very comfortable. Get into a very relaxed position, everybody. Whole chin, chest, back should be relaxed. Very nice. Your arms are by your sides. Now you're going to start humming with me. At least 6 to 7 rounds you're going to hum with me, okay? If you feel tired, don't go to sleep and don't stop. Again, take a deep breath. Again, start humming. Every time you feel I'm tired, again take a deep breath. Again, start humming. Ready? Keep your eyes closed. There's only listening and doing. Yes. Take a deep breath and start humming. Again, take a deep breath. Again, take a deep breath in. Again, take a deep breath in. Last time, take a deep breath in. Just allow the sound of this vibration to deeply penetrate all the space of your body. Sound clears the space inside the body. The Beej mantras clear the space inside the body. If you have any part of the body which hurts or which needs healing, you may keep your focused attention on that part of the body with lot of love and gratitude. Keep bringing your attention to that part of the body each time in between the instructions. Take a deep breath in and follow the space. Keep on breathing. Even when you feel this is it, you still breathe a little more and find the space for that breath inside and hold that breath inside and allow this prana which is flowing in the space to heal you. Hold that breath and allow this prana to heal you more and more. And exhale. Just relax. Exhale and relax. Again, take a deep breath in into your body, a very deep breath inside. When you feel that you can't breathe more, try to breathe a little extra and create space inside. Create space inside the body. Beautiful. Create the space inside the body. Very nice. And allow your body to heal. Exhale, slowly exhale. More in your body and allow more space to be created inside, more healing to happen, more prana to happen inside the body. Hold it inside and exhale. Beautiful. Sound is healing. The mantra of sound, the mantras, the beach mantras, they will help you heal. Just grab this sound, take it deeper into the space that you have created inside the body. Just go deeper and deeper with the sounds and the mantras that you listen, and allow your body to heal. Your body is a miracle. Tell yourself, my body is a miracle. My body is miraculous. It can heal anything. I can rise above anything. I can do anything with this body. It just makes it possible. This is a miraculous body. Keep telling your body, this is a miraculous body. This is a miracle. It heals and heals and heals. It can heal anything. It is so powerful. It can heal anything and still take me into transcendence. Go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. And now listen. Just listen to the mantras. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityormokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityormokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityormokshiyamamrita. Allow the sound to penetrate into your bones, into your cells, into the finest space that you have created. Create more space with this sound so the prana can move into your body, so that the prana can flow into every region of your body, so that the prana can heal you. So that the prana can heal you. Excellent. Go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper into the space. Find the finest space inside the body where you can travel as you relax. Again, listen to the mantras. As you relax your navel, as you relax your whole body. Relax your neck, relax the pit of your throat. Focus, if you want, you can focus on the ailing part of your body. If you want, you can focus on your thyroid region. If you want, you feel you have a problem, you can focus in one of particular chakra. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् Allow your whole body to deeply relax and allow every cell of your body to just relax and expand. Every bone cell relaxes and expands inside. Just allow this expansion. Go deeper and deeper into a deep relaxation. Start giving commands to your body, remembering your intention. You will not sleep. Remember your intention. You are connected to the power of your subconscious mind. Remember the intention. Your intention was to heal, to go deeper into yourself, to connect, to establish a perfect relationship with yourself, to become independent. Relax your whole body, especially your jaws, your face, your tongue, your chin. Relax your cheek muscles, your ears, your nose, the muscles around your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, the center of the eyebrows. Deeply relax into your own self. Integrate your energies into your own higher self. And listen to the Bij mantra. Hum, hum, hum. Hum, hum, hum. Hum, hum, hum. Hum, hum, hum. Allow the vibration of this mantra to deeply travel into your body. It travels, the sound travels to break free all the blockages, to remove all obstacles in your progress, in your spiritual realization. Allow this sound to heal you as it vibrates into your whole being, into the space. Keep remembering your intention. Energy works in the direction of the mind and intention. Allow it to manifest. Allow it to go deeper. Allow this relaxation to expand all your physical body, your cells. They relax, your nervous system relaxes. There's a space created, prana is flowing in your whole body, healing the whole system and bringing back the original healthy system in the body. You may now allow yourself to deeply sleep after this therapy. Just allow yourself to go into a deep sleep where the assimilation will happen and the healing will continue without your ego interfering. Just allow yourself to go into a deep conscious sleep. Even when I stop talking, you will keep going deeper and deeper into this sleep. Allow yourself to sleep so that you're healed. Hum, 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 hum.